Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and this is your first of two You Pick Tuesday video requests. Mark, do Markus Ruhl, 2004 Olympia versus Justin Rodriguez, 2021 Indy Pro. The thing of it is, if you request 2004 Olympia version of Markus Ruhl, you're not going to get all of the poses. And that's the thing, and that's the disappointing thing. I mean, for the top three, maybe four, what have you, at the Olympia, they do have most of the shots. But here, Markus Ruhl, this is from the Olympia here, and it's the front relaxed. And unfortunately, we're going to begin with the front double, and it is not from the Olympia. However, this is from 2004. So, hey, Fan Request Friday, I would have actually canceled it, or I would have messaged them and asked them to change their request. But for You Pick Tuesday, we're a little more lenient. We're less serious, I guess. And maybe when it comes to the judging as well. We're more considerate of the decades, I guess you could say. Look at the bicep peaks on Markus Ruhl, just dwarfing that of Justin Rodriguez. Keep in mind, Justin is huge. He's massive. Little slight in the wheels, if you can imagine that one. Markus Ruhl. Keep in mind, Ruhl was standing next to Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, and those guys had the wheels of, mastodon wheels. So Markus Ruhl, very underrated in the legs for sure, for sure. I think I would give him an edge. I think Justin, the midsection, maybe not the best in this shot. Go to the front lat spread. Keep in mind, guys, Markus Ruhl with the superior structure here. Although Justin Rodriguez, for his height, I think he's arguably just as wide in the delts. These two men both known for delt size. Very similar in the arm development here in this shot. Do you notice that? Actually, very similar altogether. Little too smooth monsoon, I suppose you could say, in the midsections for both gentlemen. And I would say Markus with the smaller waistline. And of course, he's winning in the lag department. So Ruhl, he's kind of rocking Justin Rodriguez. Turn to the side. And this is the thing about the modern day competitors. Their display is so much different. And it creates a hanging hamstring in the side shots because they know the judges are looking for that. They wouldn't have known what you were talking about back in Markus Ruhl's day. What do you mean hanging hamstring? They just want to see your leg and how striated it is. And I'm sure if the picture quality was better for Markus Ruhl, look at the little piece of hair of Markus Ruhl. I think the technical term of that is a quiff of hair. I think that's what you call it. Anyway, let's take it for what it is, guys. Both gentlemen look fantastic here in the upper body. Rodriguez, underrated in the size department, I think. Side tricep, not the best picture quality here for Justin Rodriguez. For some reason, it was hard to get a good, clearer shot of a side tricep of the man. But either way, it looks like Markus Ruhl, he's got Justin's number as far as the side shots are concerned, and maybe even the front shots as well. Could be a case, guys, where Ruhl structurally and condition-wise, from what I can see, it might be just too much for Rodriguez. Taking nothing away from, is he from the Dominican? The Dominican Dominator? And to steal what's his name there? Victor Martinez. What's his name? Victor Martinez. He's the Dominican Dominator. Turn around for the back shots. And this is the 2002 Olympia of Markus Ruhl. If you want to select an entire version of Markus Ruhl, 2002 Olympia, maybe your best bet. Hey, man, Rodriguez is not winning, let's just say, heading into these back shots, so he's really going to have to impress me. And is he? In the back development, I think he looks pretty good, but so does Markus Ruhl. Look at the traps on the guy. I mean, lats too. Fantastic. Now, glutes, obviously, they're tighter for Rodriguez. It's a different era, of course. Look at the size of the badonkadonk on Markus. He has some better hamstrings, though, and calves, does Ruhl. So, I don't know, guys. Justin could be in trouble. Rear double by. And this is from the 2004, the original selection. You pick Tuesday, I say. Like I said, a little bit more lenient. You can see the little quiff of hair on Markus Rühl. From behind, he's holding his head up high. You can see that there. Looks like Tintin, the adventures of Tintin. Slightly tighter, I would say, in the hamstrings here for 04 than Ruhl was in 02, I would say. Look at the domination as far as the legs are concerned. And that was a little bit of trouble that Rodriguez had against Nick Walker from behind. You can see Walker with those hamstrings also, much like Markus Rühl. The back development here, I would say Rodriguez is winning. Ruhl, for size, he's awesome. But look at the insertions, much cleaner, much neater shot for Rodriguez. But guys, is this enough? Is this enough? Think about the domination from the front, the side. Justin's really going to have to impress me with the last couple of shots and the abs and thigh. He is not doing as such. Quad development, Markus Rühl, like I said, very underrated. He was being compared with Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman. Massive dinosaur quads. So, of course, he's going to get, criticized for his lag size. He had a pretty darn good sized lag, I would say, did Markus Rühl. And in this matchup, he is dominant for sure. And in the ab development as well, believe it or not. It's not the best shot for Justin Rodriguez. But hey, the guy is very comparable in today's lineups. Finish this one off. This is that dirty old crab position, most muscular, and you guys know what I mean. Markus Rühl looks like he's hanging on to his ding-dong. You see that? He can't unsee that. Should be X-rated, but it's not, because it's not really his ding-dong. It just looks like it. But anyway, totally different shot here. Markus Rühl, some of the biggest delts, chest pieces you'd ever see in bodybuilding. Traps are massive. I've seen bigger traps, to be honest. Dexter Jackson. But I mean, for the rest, the width of those delts. Nobody's going to beat that. Not even Justin Rodriguez. Although Justin is massive in this shot. Very underrated is Rodriguez. And I hope nothing but the best for the man in the future. But here is your winner, Markus Rühl. Like I said, a little bit lenient on the glute situation. You guys know what I mean. Markus Rühl, I think he's your deserved winner. And like I said, a little bit more lenient as well on the version. It's not necessarily 2004 Markus Rühl that defeated Justin Rodriguez. It was a collage. A bunch of them put together. All right, guys, that's one. Expect one more. Have a great day.